Hi everyone, welcome to Sunday, July 14. My name is Moran and welcome if you are a new subscriber. There are quite a few new subscribers here, so welcome and thank you for joining us. And welcome back if you are a returning viewer. So you guessed it right, I am wearing my scrappy tee and I'm here to share everything about it with you after blocking as I planned for quite a while, and today I'm gonna share everything about it with you. I made all the notes that I want to of everything that I want to share, and I will for sure forget things as well. Regarding constructions, just to give you a little update and to catch with you up, we are done with the heavy construction work, so there are no builders here today, but we still have some work to do. So the news for this morning, I think, Friday morning we had a guy that is supposed to come here and do the chemical clean for the floor and also clean things that we cannot remove from the doors. We have two doors that go outside to the balcony that were got a little bit dirt, and it's something that will be included in the work that he will do. And as for this morning, because I know you are worried about the railing, so for this morning the guy who makes the railing, the metal railing for us, updated us that he will be able to come here and install the railing, the new railing, later this week. So he says that he believes he can be here Wednesday or Thursday. So I will keep you posted, of course. I know you are worried about it. We also very happy to do it. And then we also this morning we finalized everything regarding the blinds. So we ordered it as well, and it will take, as the guy said, it will take 40 days. So we will wait, but I have to say that I am very excited with the new north light that come through this door that used to, go towards from our bedroom towards the studio. But now there is no studio, there is balcony, there is a new floor, which I really, really like, and I will share it with you after it will be a little bit cleaner, I think, or I might take you outside later today. We shall see. Anyways, this floor is lighter than what used to be here, and I don't know, somehow the north light comes into our bedroom and I am very excited with it. So but I think now we had a lovely weekend. I shared it with you earlier, so I guess you're curious and you are waiting to hear details. I cast on a new project. On last weekend I made quite a progress on my coziest memory blanket. I will try to share it with you. If I will not include it in today's vlog, I will include it later on with you for sure. I will update you with all the details. And I also plan this week to bring back the weekly activities. Monday's club will be here tomorrow morning, and the Neat Night Club will come on Tuesday afternoon. So I already put some walnuts in the dehydrator, and it will work for 6 hours. I know you will ask, you are very curious about things that I do in the kitchen, and I'm really happy to share them with you. Usually I buy the nuts from this organic shop that I share my visits there every week. I soak them in water about 2 hours, and then I let them, I take out the water and I let them sit for a while to drain the excess water. I hope this is the right way to say it. And then I place it in the dehydrator for 6 hours. It's on 60 degrees. Yeah, and it comes out very, very crunchy and delicious. And the girls here, the makers that come here, my weekly makers, they really, really like it. So I'm very happy to prepare it for them. And also Eyal and myself, we like it. And I also prepare a batch for Maya every once in a while. So this is regarding what you saw earlier. I'm not sure if I shared more things. I have laundry in the work, so you might hear the machine calling me in a few minutes, and I think this is it. So I think we can start with what I'm wearing. So I'm wearing my scrappy self-drafted t-shirt. And this is, and I say self-drafted, I didn't follow any pattern. This is, I think, the 4th or maybe 5th, the 4th raglan that I knit. I self-draft, so I don't use any pattern. I already shared here in the past that I learned quite a lot about the raglan mathematics and calculations, top-down raglan, from a book of Elizabeth Zimmerman. I think the name of the book is Knitting Without Tears, and also from a very good blog from Fringe Supply & Co. that Karen Templer wrote about how to make your own self-drafted top-down raglan. So this is this is the way I started, and I have everything written. So until now I made 2, one with sport weight yarn, and this is the last one that I made. I will show you in a second of what yarn I used. Let me get the yarn that fell off my table, because it's something that I want to share with you later. So this is the one I made a few months ago. This is a t-shirt I made a few months ago using this yarn, and this is a sport weight yarn. And I also made one using my Renikit cotton, which is a 4-ply sport weight yarn, and I made one holding 2 strands together, which is more like a DK weight yarn. And I really wanted to have a fingering weight yarn t-shirt, because I really wanted to have something which is like a simple cotton t-shirt, but I wanted to make it myself, and I really, really wanted to make it with this scrappy look. So if you are not new here, you know already that I am quite some time, I'm very busy, happily busy, making a few scrappy projects, and I really, really enjoy it. And I'm kind of like in my scrappy era. And I really wanted to have a t-shirt that will reflect this scrappy, like my coziest memory blanket, or the scrappy socks that I made, or the scrappy shawl that I made. I really wanted to have something in this neighborhood. But unfortunately, you know, summer here is very, very hot. As we speak, it's very hot here today, and very, very muggy. And here in Israel, we don't have like many days during the week, during the year, that we can wear, you know, woolly knits. And it's not for woolly knits, and more than that, it's even difficult to wear woolly knits straight against the skin, like your second skin, like without any layer. And in the summer, you don't wear here 2 layers. So I thought, I am recently very busy trying to develop or developing new. I'm getting so complicated when I start to speak. I really want to try and keep myself keep it simple. Let's try again. So, because it's too hot here and I really wanted to have a woolly scrappy t-shirt, I thought, why not to use the Kupa yarn by Mayak, which I'm very busy developing new designs with lately. And I have quite a lot of Kupa yarn here in my studio, in my stash. So I said, why not to try and make it using the Kupa yarn? The Kupa yarn is 50% baby yak and 50% cotton. And my sensitive skin goes very well with yak. I discovered it accidentally, but I didn't know about it. But when I discovered it, I felt very happy because this discovery changed my life in terms of knitting myself garments. So I have quite a lot of Kupa in my stash. And I said, okay, I will make myself a t-shirt using all the yarn and scraps that I have from the Kupa yarn. But the Kupa yarn, unfortunately, doesn't have all the colors, and I thought it will not create this vibrant, colorful, scrappy look that I am looking for. This vibrant, scrappy, kind of like an accidental color layout that I really, really like with all my scrappy projects. So I decided that I will use the Kupa yarn. You see, I have more. I have quite a lot of Kupa yarn here. And I also thought that the Kupa has a little bit of a dull, how shall I say, dull look. It's not shiny, it's not bright, but it's, as you can see, it's a little bit more dull. And so I thought I will try to start with the Kupa on the top section, which is where I'm the most sensitive, and this is what I did. I cast on a few stitches. I think I have everything written. I have all my notes. I have it all placed in my knitting journal, 24 knitting journal, and I have everything that I want to share with you. So I cast on 72 stitches on a 2.75 millimeter needle, and I started to work back and forth. I located the raglan markers, which are 8. I have 2 stitches, I think 2 stitches for each raglan, so 8 stitches for the raglans. And then I started to work back and forth, and in my method, the method that I made this top-down raglan, I work 1 row knit, and backwards I work purl row, and at the end of each row I cast on a new stitch. So it creates this wedge shape, which creates the back a little bit higher than the front, as we all want in a t-shirt shape. So I started with knitting with a Kupa yarn, the rib hem, the neck hem for the ribbing I added afterwards. So I started here with this color, and then I started to work with stripes, still with the Kupa yarn. And then I started to incorporate yarns. I brought everything here. I was so organized for this session. And I started to incorporate many scraps that I have, mainly from, so these mini scraps that I incorporate in my raglan are from the Row 1 company. The Row 1, I have a monthly subscription for the Row 1. So the Kupa yarn is a fingering weight yarn, and the scraps that I have from Row 1 are also fingering weight yarn. Okay, again I'm getting complicated. All the yarn I used is fingering weight yarn. The Coupa is not superwash. All the other yarns that I will share with you are superwash merino. And superwash merino with Coupa, which is made out of yak and cotton. I was not sure I'm doing the right thing, but I was willing to try, and I said, I have nothing to lose, because I really want to have a woolly knit that will somehow work for me in the summer or in other days in the year, because also the Israeli weather is not that, the Israeli winter is not that heavy as in other places. So I really wanted to have it. I said, what can I lose? I want to try it. So even though if the knitting police will come after me and will tell me, no, you're not supposed to combine Mayak Coupa and cotton with superwash merino, I said, I want to try. So that's what I did. So within the Coupa, I incorporated the raw one that I just showed you. I incorporated fingering weight sock yarn that I have from Hedgehog Fibers, and I already said I am in love with Hedgehog Fibers. I love the base, the wool that they dye on, the fingering sock wool, and I also love their colors. So I have in stash, not as much as I would love to have. It is not very easy for us to ship here, mainly during war days. And I also incorporated a few Arweta. I have them back there. I also incorporated a few Arweta by Filcolana, which is also fingering weight yarn for socks. So these are all the yarns used. I hope I'm not, Maya Coupa, and I also incorporated a little bit of silk from Mayak. So knitting police, you have a lot against me if you want. Yak, cotton, silk, and merino. Non-superwash and superwash. And I was very curious to see what will happen. And this is why I'm sharing it with you only today, because I really wanted to see if there is a difference before blocking. It looked quite okay. I wore it a lot before blocking and it looked super. And then I said I will block it and I will see if something happens here in this different wool combinations. My washing machine is calling me. I will just turn it off and I will be back. So yeah, I just turned it off because it will, beep me and call me. So I will take care of it later. Anyways, nothing bad happened after washing and blocking, and I soak it in water. It was completely soaked in water, and I squeezed it and I laid it flat, and look, this is how it looks. And because it's very, very hot, I wear it with very, very short pants, linen pants, and this is how it looks. And if I could say, it looks gorgeous. Gorgeous. I have nothing to say about this combination, which didn't work well. I will wear it and I will update you how it wears during time, in the long run. But as for now, it looks exactly what I wanted. And it is also the first time that I self-draft myself a fingering weight yarn. I based my calculations on this t-shirt that is made from the Lotus yarn. I based my calculation on this, and it wasn't very, very complicated because this one has a lot of positive ease and it's made out of sport weight, and I didn't want to have so much positive ease.
wish that I could stay in this moment forever, so I can hold you in my arm. I will carry you on my shoulders as long as I'm able. Scare the monsters Sunday.
So yeah, it's a little bit later. I got distracted with a phone call, but this is vlogging. So I went outside, took care of this phone call. Let's put everything on silent here. So, and and I also took the opportunity to take care of the laundry and soak the kale leaf in boiled water. So I took footage for you, and I will decide if I will edit it here afterwards or between the sessions that I'm speaking about my raglan. I'm not positively sure what I already shared with you, so please excuse me if I'm repeating myself, but I think I was telling you that I was self-drafted it and I based my calculations on a t-shirt I made a few months ago using sport weight yarn, and it was very it made my life easy to base my calculation on that t-shirt because this is a sport weight and it has a lot of positive ease, and on the t-shirt I didn't want to have a lot of positive ease because I really wanted it to fit as as a simple cotton t-shirt. So it was pretty much the same stitch count, and yeah, but the gauge was different. So on this fingering weight yarn, and I just want to make it clear because this was the most important thing for me to share before blocking and after blocking. Nothing happened to the garment after blocking other than it got softer, and the drape feels a lot, after blocking it gets soft and it get more like the drape is nicer, the drape of the fabric. But in terms of the different yarn combinations, yak and cotton and wool, as you can see, it is absolutely fine, and I will wear it and I will update you further on. But yeah, the gauge here was, I had 26 stitches per 10 centimeters. I worked on a 2.75 millimeter needle. My go-to needles are Chiago. I have an interchangeable set, and I also have a few sizes that I keep with fixed cable, so I use these. And I think I already shared it in the past. My method for top-down raglan is based on a book that I have from Elizabeth Zimmerman, the book called Knitting Without Tears, and I also follow a blog by Karen Templer from Fringe Supply & Co., where she teaches you how to calculate if you want to self-draft your own top-down raglan. If I already said it, I'm sorry. And then I just enjoyed making my colors. Like, it was exactly the same feeling, knitting adventure that I have in my coziest memory blanket and in my scrappy socks and in my scrappy shawl. I was just playing with colors. Bottom line, it's my happy place. I love to play with colors, and I was really happy. It was a process knitting. I really enjoyed the process so much, but on the same time, I really wanted to knit it and, to finish it and to have the finished object ready to be wear. What else? So gauge was 26 stitches. Bust circumference is the same before and after blocking, 24-25 centimeters more or less. Yoke depth 20 centimeters. I think that after blocking I made all the measurements and I made myself a note. I placed all the details in my knitting journal, so I have everything here. And I also noted to myself that on my next one I will probably knit a little bit less stitches in the sleeves and maybe also a little bit less stitches in the body. Maybe I will increase less stitches in the raglan increases, before you separate body and sleeves. When I came to the sleeves, I think I had 3 attempts before I could make the final sleeve as it looked now, because I was really into the scrappy making, and I shared it here in my vlogs that I was really into the scrappy making, and I was looking for this, the right stripes and the right color composition with the scraps of different yarns. But I also wanted to keep it short, and I wanted to keep it in this t-shirt look. So on the first time I made it too long, but I was sorry to give up all the lovely stripes that I was knitting. So I had quite a few attempts, but eventually I, with the help of my family, that all of my family members really like this t-shirt, and they were very involved in the process. All of them suggested that I will keep the sleeves as short as I can. So there is not a lot of stripes work here in the t-shirt. In the sleeves, and I also decreased 4 stitches as I made, I think, quite at the beginning of after picking up for stitches for the sleeves. And then for all the hems, I kept it knit to and paired to rib, which I really like. Let me show it to you up close. So all the hems is knitted with a knit to purl to. The neck hem I was knitting, picking up stitches after I was, I don't know, somewhere in the process. I don't remember when I did it. Sometimes I do it before. I guess I did it after splitting body and sleeves, dividing body and sleeves. Anyways, for the neck hem and for all the hem, for the ribbing, I used the Kupa, which is 50% baby yak, 50% cotton, in this color Surya. And Paula just told me this weekend that the Surya that I have it for I think for 2 years, at least for 2, if not for 3 years. The color is now looks different. So this is the Surya color, and I also kept it in all the edges the same color. So this color is, I think it's the Samana color. So as you can see, I started with the Samana color, and then the ribbing is the Surya. So I kept it all the same in all the edges. So the Surya for the ribbing, and the Samana was making the stripe before the ribbing in both sleeves and also in the hem here in the body. And yeah, I kept it pretty short, just to have, the t-shirt vibe. And for the ribbing, I changed to a smaller needle. Whenever I reached the ribbing, I was also almost in the ribbing section. For the last round before the ribbing, I changed to, in the sleeves, I changed to 2 millimeter, I think. Let's see. In the neck, I used a 2.25 millimeter needle. And in the sleeves, I used the 2 millimeter needle. So I changed to the smaller needle to one round before I came to the ribbing. Yes, and for the ribbing sections, I used my mini sets for Chiagu. So this is the set that I use. It has the 2mm. I think the 2mm I used from this set by Chiago. And it has, you know, a cord that gives me the right circumferences for both sleeves and neck. I used it because I have it, but I could use magic loop as well. It's you can use, you know, you can knit magic loop for sleeves, but I had the right circumferences, so I used this mini set. Gauge wasn't changed before and after blocking, circumferences wasn't changed, the yoke depth didn't change, back length, the back length from the top ribbing, the top of the back to the bottom of the hem is 54 centimeters, so it's pretty short. The hem circumferences for the sleeve is 26 centimeters. I'm not sure you are so interested in these details, but for me it's very important to know that, because I was waiting to block it and to wear it and to see, because when I first wear it before blocking, if you remember, I used it quite sometimes before blocking. I was enjoying wearing it. And I also didn't have enough space, floor space, to block it during the instructions, the constructions. Anyways, I was waiting to see, and I think I will, in the next one, I will make the sleeves with less stitches. So I think all in all, this is all I wanted to share. You know, like, bottom line, I just want to tell you that I feel like I have my own knitting club, and I made an experience, and I'm very happy I made it. Although I took the chance, you know, it could end up differently, because the yarn, different materials act differently after blocking, but I'm very happy with the result. I don't think there is a problem, and I was waiting, you know, for the right time to share it with you. So yeah, now I shared everything about my scrappy t-shirt. I can wear it and start wearing it. For today, I plan to wear it, you know, just to show it to you. But now, after I went to, you know, hang up the laundry and I started to cook a little bit, I was in the kitchen a little bit, and I spent some time out of here. Yes, we spend the days here with air conditioning, most, not in all during all the day, but we spend time with air conditioning, and it feels gorgeous. I guess if I go outside, you know, it's like 30 degrees here outside now, and it's very, very humid, and it's like muggy. I guess I will not wear it out, but now, today, when I am at home, I will. Now it's on me, and I don't have plans to take it out, maybe later. Anyways, both boys are with me. School, it's this, you know, summer vacation. Uri is back home. Finally, we were really missed him, but both of them are here this week. Next week we have, hopefully they will go for the summer camp. Anyways, what I want to tell you, that when the boys, the teenagers, boys are here, the air condition is on, if I want or if not. And yeah, they will go to the summer camp with the scouts. They really wait for it. I really keep my fingers crossed. It will also be possible, because, you know, safety wise, with the situation here is so sensitive that they had to change the location of the camp, summer camp, quite a few times, because it's pretty dangerous in the north. It's absolutely dangerous now, and also in the south it's still very dangerous to take the kids for scout summer camp. So they change location quite a few times, and I hope with this location it will be possible for them and they will not cancel. My boys will be very disappointed if they cancel it. So yeah, but this week we are together. So now I will take you with me to the kitchen and we will make this kale. I'm not sure if I spoke about it, so I don't want to repeat myself, but I want to make this kind of like pie that I make out. Usually I use Swiss chard and leek, and today I want to try and use kale that I have. And after I blanched them in hot water, this is, and took out, you know, the central steam, this is what I have left from a box full of kale leaves. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add some mushrooms into the mixture. I added mushrooms, and so it's kale, mushrooms, and basically mostly kale, mushrooms, and eggs. And I spread sesame seed on top of it, and now it's ready to go into the oven. Usually I love to put some grated Parmesan on top of it, but today I want to keep it dairy free. We still have some sourdough left from the weekend, so I thought I will slice it up and make a mixture of some za'atar and olive oil and spread on the slices of the bread and pop it into the oven so the boys can snack on it during the day. Or we just woke up, I think Tomer also. It is pretty late, but this is our summer break routine, I guess. Yeah, guys, it's a lot later. It's 4:30. Usually on this time I'm getting myself ready to upload the daily vlog to YouTube because it also takes a lot of time. I had a lovely, lovely lunch with my boys. We all missed Uri so much. He wasn't here for 2 weeks. I still need to and want to share with you the special program that he takes part of. But yeah, the boys are with me this week. It's the summer break here, as I already told you. So let's see how it flows with my daily vlogs that I would like to continue creating. Anyways, we had a lovely lunch all together, and yeah, I'm sitting here and editing the vlog, and two things that I wanted to say. First, apologize for the things that I repeated myself. I tried to cut it in the editing, but it sounds even more weird and awkward, so I left it that way. So excuse me if whenever I said things twice. And secondly, I don't know if to apologize or what, but I really thought that I will share my scrappy t-shirt. It will take me 2 minutes and I will upload, my usual when I create these daily vlogs. My intention is to create them not so long, not to get you exhausted, but every time I start to speak, I get carried away. So I'm sorry about that. And of course, if I speak about something that I'm so enthusiastic about, is it the correct way to say it? I am getting even more carried away. So it is much longer than what I wanted. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will have the weekly meetings here, the weekly clubs here this week, so I'm not sure when will be the next time I will upload a daily vlog. I suggest that you get subscribed to the channel and click this bell icon to get a notification whenever I upload a video, in case you want to get a notification and to come visit me whenever I upload a video. Anyways, if you do that or not, I am very happy to have you here with me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon on the next time. Until then, happy making, everyone. Just one last thing before I wrap up today's vlog. I just want you to know I'm still wearing my scrappy t-shirt, as you can see. I wear it the entire day. I really enjoy it. I love to look at it when I edit this vlog, the way it looks on me. I love the colors. Every time I turn around, I see different stripes and different colors, and it makes me happy. And I think I'm gonna wear it tomorrow as well for the Mondays Club.